Hey, Ace on Knives. Just got back from dinner. Little Italian bistro here in Indiana called Capri Italian Restaurant. Very good. I don't know what was better, the food or the company. Had a nice evening with friends, Billy and Becky. And I can say I look good. I had a little style, a little bit of style. You know, can't see. Maybe I can push this down so you can see. Oh! Yeah. Here's how we'll do it. Look at those high top Vans. Adidas socks. Every facet of what I do, it's got some kind of reason. Oh yeah, I'm not messing around. Little orange. Look at the little orange accents. There's no orange in there, but I didn't wear this hat. I got orange in my shoe. But I kind of have like that earth tone going too. So, of course, I took my favorite classy knife, the Petrified Fish 719, I believe is the model number. And I got to tell you, I dog those hipsters with the lanyard thing. This knife fits in your fifth pocket, the change pocket. Look, that's that little pocket, fits in there beautifully. And I just hung that leather thing out, and it's like, boom, knife fight. About to carve up the waitress tonight. She was giving Becky a hard time, kept bumping her chair. Becky was getting upset because Billy and I weren't noticing that it might be intentional. Because, come on. And then at some point, Becky felt as though, I believe, if I understand correctly, that her honor was not being fully represented. And of course, I called it out. Right there at the table, you got to have the right pitch, the right volume on your voice, and you can say, "Knife fight." Then you look around, scan real quick. Boom, boom, I'm looking. And right then, you know who's in the circuit and who's not, who's in the network, who's not. You know right away. I noticed nobody turned. There was no, he said knife fight. None of that. I knew we were safe. I can, just by going, knife fight, I know exactly what's going to go down that night. At least in that establishment, there was no knife fighters in there. Because I looked over at my buddy Billy. He had the Sencut Chiral. He already had it out. That's what I'm talking about, people. You don't understand. We're sitting at a table. We're enjoying our dinner. We're dressed nice. We got nice shirts on. We got nice, I didn't have a camouflage hat on. I had a hat that matched this, actually. Had a little orange. You might have seen it in a video prior. But the whole point is, and Billy, he was looking sharp. He had a nice blue button-up shirt just like this, but it was like that nice light blue, right? And Becky, she looked beautiful. My wife looked incredible. So we were looking impeccable. So you never know. There was two knife fighters right there at that table next to you. And you were just sitting over there minding your own business. And you hear a knife fight. They didn't even look. They didn't even respond. They didn't even know that there was danger around them. Or safety. Because I'm more like a superhero than I am like an evil knife fighter. I'm not the evil guy. I'm not the bad guy. If you watch my videos, you know right away. Half inch in. Right? Beep, 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 beep. And then I pull it out because you know what? I'm not going to kill anybody. I'm not that kind of guy. Not that kind of fighter. Yeah, you saw that. Almost like an automatic. But, so, you never know. I looked over at Bill. I go, if I see any kind of evidence that this lady is giving Becky problems, you're going to stick the chiral in her thigh. Just like that. Just stick it in her thigh. I told him to make sure he wiped off all fingerprints of that knife. Stick it in her thigh. She won't even know it's in there. That's how good of a knife fighter I am. I know when I can stick somebody and they not even know that they just had a blade maybe more than a ½ inch inside their flesh. Yeah, Billy's the same way. So we're sitting there and he's ready to go. I mean, this cat is ready to just send it home. I don't get it. This guy's a killer. Yeah, the instincts in some of these people are just so impressive. And with Billy, boom, man, he was like, he had the chiral, the Sencut chiral. Man, that's a bad dog knife. He had that sucker ready to rock and roll. He had, the nice thing is I think with micarta, you can't really even leave a fingerprint on that stuff. But you can definitely sabotage the fingerprint with a little wipe, right? So he had his napkin in his hand. You know what I mean? He had the blade deployed. He had it down by his thigh. He knew if I gave the signal, he was sending that thing home. It was going right in the thigh. Now, when you do that and you're in public and you're at a restaurant, especially a nice restaurant like we were at, you got to move fast. All right, everything starts happening really fast. You got to have a story, a backstory. You got to have all this stuff. This knife fighting stuff. I don't expect you to understand or know or even follow along because I'm going to go really fast right now. I'm going to tell you right now. He leaves it in the thigh. She walks on, doesn't realize she's got a freaking knife in her thigh. She moves on. She actually was busting the table. Knife in her thigh. It's a funny thing about being stabbed. You don't even know you're being stabbed. So if you're good, quick, precise, no fingerprints, leave the knife in the thigh, walk away. Make sure your tab's paid before this all happens. Get it paid. Tip nicely. That's your waitress. Don't tip at all. We had a waiter. Guy was good. He was fire. All right. Leave the knife in the thigh. Pay the tab. Get it all going. File out. Act like you never did a damn thing. Now, this waitress has a knife in her thigh. Yeah. We decided not to leave. We said, let's just see how long she will go before she even realizes she has a knife in her thigh. That was a whole nother angle. We stayed. That shit was like wrong. But we stayed and we watched. She went in, took the plates, dropped the plates, walked. Must have been in that kitchen a couple minutes. Walked back out. Knife in the thigh. Now, okay, it was dark. She had black pants on. The knife actually was a blacked out knife, murdered out knife. It was all black. Blended in. This waitress was walking around, waiting tables. Can I get you another drink? Oh, are you done with that? Let me get your plate. We just left because we were tired of watching her walk around with Billy's knife in her leg. It's crazy. It was so crazy. I don't know if... I've been home for an hour now, maybe, since that. I haven't been home an hour. I got home, it's been an hour since that happened. She may still be waiting tables with the damn knife in her leg. Don't ever forget just how tricky, how smart, how calm, how patient, and how dangerous knife fighters are. Don't ever forget that. It's just that easy, people. We were sitting there eating dinner. Bill stuck it in her thigh. She didn't even know it was in there. We just sat there and watched. She may still have it in her thigh. If she doesn't have it in her thigh, she found it. She's probably in the hospital. He did put it in the meat. He put it right where she's not going to bleed out. It wasn't the artery thing there that everybody talks about. If you cut that, you die. No, it was none of that stuff, people. This was fun and games. It wasn't serious. But I tell you, you bump Becky's chair again, lady, we won't just leave it in your thigh. Knife fighters, stick together, ride or dies, fight the knife. Just do your thing. Do it right. Deuces.